Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Nightmare Flight episode. It's not what you think. So, oh sweet Jesus, this is going to be hard. So, I tried recording the Nightmare Flight episode. It did not go well. In fact, I actually do better on Nightmare mode when I'm playing normally than not. And what you're seeing right now is what I'm seeing. And let me just flip it for you. Okay, so this idea was suggested by, good friend, David, comments on every single video, which is awesome, and I'm glad when any of you guys do that. But he suggested this, and he suggested it for episode 616 or 666 or something like that, but I'm gonna have to bump up the schedule intensely, because when it comes down to it, well, if I can't do Nightmare Flight, then I might as well do this. And you must be wondering, like, Wander, you crazy bastard, how are you even going to play this? And the answer is, I have no clue. This is very hard. Ugh. Okay, there we go. It's very hard to, like, find my way. Now, the answer is, how are you even going to live? And the answer is, I have God mode on. Yes, it's God mode. Yes, God mode is boring as shit. But, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to live longer than, like, one room like this. Okay, let's back up. Unfortunately, backing up upside down is very hard to do. Maybe I should have just tried, like, a mirror mode or something like that. But anyway, this is the hand we're being dealt today. Or this is the hand I dealt myself, or David dealt me by suggesting this idea. This is awesome, but hard. This is going to be a very long episode. Which is fine, because, I don't know, once we get underway it won't be so bad, and since we're running on God mode, killing everything is not exactly necessary, but at the same time, might as well try and kill whatever possible, because it's God mode. Might as well just be kind of ridiculous about everything. Ugh. It's very hard. Like, I can actually play upside down. The only problem is getting used to the inverted controls. Like, I would actually, I'm half tempted to figure out how to invert my mouse controls right now, my keyboard too. But that'd be hard to do. Maybe. It's just any amount of vertical. What the hell? Okay. Where am I? Okay, there I am. So, the answer is, this is a puzzle that I'm going to have to get used to. Something's going to explode right next to me. Okay, so I'm looking up, I'm looking down. And I want to go over there, so if I... at least going forward is still the same. And I've got places. Okay. Wow, this is a weird run. Okay. So, I have to get used to looking at the ceiling here. But yeah, if my controls weren't flipped, this actually would be pretty effective-ish. Now, I think there's a secret area in one of these walls, maybe? I have to look for the blue light coming through. Oh, yeah, there is. I just have to get over there. This is going to be hard. Yep, there it is. So, is this the invisible? Nope. This is very hard. Come on, get through. Get through, you blind buffoon. Okay, what did we get? Bunch of blue EXP. Probably not worth the effort, maybe, especially because we're on, God mode. Okay, where's that door? Because there's a door around here somewhere. And eventually I'm actually going to get used to this control scheme, and I should be pretty okay. Like, so, yeah. The reason why I'm doing God mode is because this is very hard. So if you're going to be kind of bored... Actually, I don't know. Interesting question. Should I put up the mirrored version or the non-mirrored version? Or actually, no. I'm going to put up both-ish. So, obviously, you guys seeing normally aren't going to have, like, any idea what I'm going through. Huh, that's a secret. Interesting. Something's around. But yeah, you guys aren't going to see what I'm seeing. And that's fine. But at the same time, it's like... Okay, there you are. Can they take it off my weapon EXP? They might actually be able to. That's interesting. Not going to affect us too much with the babble gun. Babble gun is pretty ridiculously powerful. But anyway, my commentary is just going to be kind of in the dumps. But yeah, so you guys probably already see this, but I'm going to have a small little window showing what I'm actually seeing, as opposed to what you guys can see. Or you guys would see normally if I was doing this run like a normal person. Anyway, whew. This is hard, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to the, like, weird vertigo-y element. Though I'm sure if I was doing this with, like, an Oculus Rift, I'd be in serious trouble. And, laugh all you want. This is fun. And weird. And I think this is, like, the only way I would personally say it's viable to do, like, a God mode run. Because any other way would just be kind of boring. Except for maybe just, like, kind of a weird la-di-da run or something like that. But as it stands, nah. Okay, so I don't take... There's a spiky ball in my way. Okay, well, let's just get out of the way of the spiky ball. So I don't take damage like a normal person, but I do take weapon level damage, which is interesting. I was not expecting that, actually. It makes sense, but still frustrating. Okay, is that all of them? Nope. Please come to me. Please don't leave me. Maybe Junkman would have been a... Oh, crap. Yeah, why did I even go Major Moose if I'm going to be invincible? I'm stupid. Yeah, I definitely should have gone Junkman, but such is the rigors of being the upside-down Wanderbot. Okay, so let's see. If I follow these... if I follow these platforms this way, then I should be able to get over here. And who do we have? Oh, it's this room configuration. So the one problem with being upside down... Ugh. Yep, he's taking off my weapon level without any issue whatsoever. It's very frustrating. Very confusing. Oh, should get out of the way of those bullets, though. Okay. And where's that ramp? Yeah. If you ever want a challenge, try playing a game upside down. Even if you're invincible, this is not easy. And so if you're yelling at me, you know, Wander, why are you even doing this? Well, it's because I'm a crazy bastard and I thought this was a wonderful idea. Okay. So, part of my consideration right now is actually to go into flight mode, because I think there's a couple of secrets that I can get to. First, let's get to this one, because might as well. Okay, so we've got that over there. Oh, jumping is hard. Yeah, so if you also haven't noticed, I didn't really mess with it too much, and I'm not going fast enough for it to be inherently obvious, but I've also messed with my own speed and jump capabilities, because when it comes down to it, I don't even know. Okay. Nope. Okay. Flight mode is going on. No, do not want to quit. Okay. Just for frame of reference, my entire screen, like in Windows, is upside down. I might actually stay in flight mode for this, because I think that will make this a little bit faster and a little bit more manageable. Because this way I can get used to the inverted movement, and I actually have control over my actions, because aiming my jumps would be a pain in the butt. So, this is going to work out. It's Mama Spinbot. Let's find her. Now, admittedly, I would like to avoid taking too much damage. Ooh. Circle strafing, well, blind as a bat. Or not blind as a bat, but just inverted. Not easy. I have half a mind to actually put on ghost mode half the time here, but I know that would be boring. So let's just charge Mama Spinbot, I guess. And she didn't do any damage to me, which is good, because I'd like to keep my weapon level. Because you can actually lose weapon EXP in all of this, and that's frustrating. There we go. She did. Ding dong. Let's get our stuff. And apparently I was cavorting around the ceiling. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Well, I guess I will be the ceiling wizard. Actually, that would be a really cool run. Impossible, technically, I think. At least with the commands the way they are. But it'd be really cool to have a run that's flipped upside down as far as gravity goes. Hey! What's this thing? So this might actually make it a little bit easier to get around. God, I wish I could invert my mouse. Because if I could do that, then actually this run would be too easy. But as it stands flying around, as some kind of like weirdo backward wizard person, works out for me. Now, got a text message, let's see. Only found 80% of the secrets. Not the end of the world, but that's okay. Spent 11 minutes on the foyer, but, I mean, that's par for course. So we're going into the gearworks. Gearworks is... Oh, time to turn on fly, and I think God mode is already on? Nope, it was not on. Makes sense. Why it wouldn't be on? Now let's just go for the shooty Rudy Tooty, because I don't even know. So, again, gotta get used to this. I'm actually half tempted to pull out my controller, come to think of it, because a controller, I'm kind of used to slight inversions with things. Where's my loot? Okay. And luckily with the babble gun, and largely because the reason why I picked the babble gun is because I knew this was going to be incredibly hard with any other gun, because just the sheer explosive force of this gun would be really useful at like killing twerps that are nearby and being dodgy. I actually managed to dodge bullets in my weirdo pseudo inebriated state. Anyway, we've got a secret area up here. Let's aim for the hole. Took a little bit of damage, but oh no. Am I? It's like the tumblers are. What? Okay, I'm staring at him, but I'm going down. I'm confused. It's like I'm drunk or something. Oh. The hell? Yeah, flight mode turned off. Weird. Well, let's turn flight mode back on. What? Okay, so I've definitely got flight mode on, but for some reason I'm not able to go in the right way. No, let me think. What the hell? Well, maybe this will work. No, shift, control, C. No. For some reason, suddenly everything points down. Going into those tumblers has screwed me up. So I'm actually gonna have to reset the screen for a second. It's like Control Alt down. Weird. Yeah, something got screwed up when I hit those tumblers. Cause what? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep the screen flipped normally. Cause there's something seriously wrong with this run right now. I can't fly. I do this like crazy, stupid bounce, which is really weird. I've never run into this before, but that's okay. You know what? This is just going to be the Bizarro run, because I'm kind of in the air, but I'm kind of not. And something about those tumblers really messed up flight mode. So we got a super cannon on the side. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, guess is going to be a bit of a problem if I want to keep my weapon level, but I guess largely as far as things are concerned, it's kind of meaningless. I'm still very confused with what specifically happened in all of this to, like, cause this to happen. Maybe it's me messing with the jump C, but, like, we were fine in the foyer, which begs some very interesting questions here. I guess those tumblers really did screw us up. But yeah, so we're in kind of this weird floaty anti-grav Tigger mode right now. And honestly, that's even better than a weirdo, like, flipped version. I guess every level is going to have a different flavor in this situation, but man, is it nice to be able to, like, aim at things properly. Okay. Unfortunately, picking up stuff, a bit harder. Could be worse. Okay. Because we're not walking, but we're not flying either. But, like, I don't even know how to explain our current situation. We're taking the occasional bit of damage, but it's like, have you ever heard of the game Super Hot? Maybe, maybe not. But I feel like I'm in super hot here, except for I'm the only one that, you know, has, like, weird time-based problems. And everybody else is just kind of operating... Oh. Nope. Still screwed up. For a second there, I thought it would reset to being normal. Oh, right, there's a secret area here. God, this is very disconcerting. Let's see if I can go up. I kind of can. I think I might just head for the door. Secret finding as I am is going to be very difficult, but, like, this is so weird. This is incredibly weird. Like, never have I ever had a bug like this. And it's cool and awesome and strange. But I was actually starting to get, like, very disoriented upside down. Not because of the whole... Ugh. Okay, my bad habits are coming back. I'm aiming as though I were still upside down. God, why is it this room? I was having no trouble on the previous rooms, but this one's just like, your weird distortion effect is coming back to haunt you. I'm okay with that. So, we're almost up to weapon level 4, which is good, because, like I said, like I said, God mode does not protect you from weapon damage. There we go, weapon level 4, difficulty reduction, which is largely useless, but still useful. God, this is a weird run. Because, like, look, I'm floating here, but if I press back, I go forward, and if I press forward, I go down. I don't even know what's up with this run. This is weird. I might actually have to tweet this at Joe and just ask him to watch my videos. Normally, I wouldn't do that. But, this section here is probably the strangest bug I probably could have come across. Because this is like Nightmare Tigger mode right now. And that's very confusing. Okay, just a little bit of health and coinage. Like, what am I even doing here? I really hope this resets by the time we get to battlements or wherever else we're going after this. Because, I don't think I'd want to fight really anybody else as I am. But that's okay. Yeah, so we're half flying, half jumping. Or not half flying, half jumping, we're half flying, half moving. Because, kind of on one hand, the moment we touch the ground, we start accelerating, as though I were flying. Or as though I were walking. But we get into the air and we just don't move. As though we were, you know, perfectly flying. This is the strangest thing that's ever happened to me, I think, in a video game. Like, I've had bugs. I've gotten stuck in the ground before. There was that one kind of unfortunate bug the previous time. But this is something else. Okay, so now our speed has normalized. Probably for the best. We still go very fast, but not that fast. It gets really glitchy the moment I, like, touch a ramp, because it can't decide if I'm flying, jumping, or running. That's cool. How's this room? Do you guys think I can even get to the secret area? Or uber secret? And the answer is, yeah, probably. I forgot I can strafe jump. Strafe move like this. This is so weird. I'll have to mess around with this, because this is definitely the most unique form of movement I've ever had to tango with either. Which is awesome. It's moonwalking, but it's like hang time moonwalk. If that's what I have to call this run, then that's what I'm going to call this run. And so I will have to say this before I continue on, too much. So I think the episode after this one is going to be my failed nightmare flight, where I discovered the super speed, so you guys can kind of see how that this whole process evolved. Because when it comes down to it, it's just very strange. Well, let's go on an adventure. Eek. I'm still used to the flipped control scheme, so this is a little hard to get used to from time to time. Like every once in a while, especially when I start falling. Holy crap! Yeah, 5 seconds, or you spend a whole level in the foyer, going upside down, and suddenly your entire brain is trying to rewrite itself to go backwards. It's very strange. Kind of awesome. Oh, there are more of these guys. Oh, don't want to disappoint. Let's torch them. And we're weapon level 5. I didn't actually think that was going to be possible. But it is, and we've managed to get there. We've got a couple more spin bots hanging about. I really want the weapon EXP before that goes away. I might actually have to go up to go down. This is hilarious and awkward. But at least the beam of light does not affect our... Oh. Well, that's strange. Well, actually, we might as well go up here and take the purple teleporter down. Is there anything? There is. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, I made it. God, this is a weird control scheme to have. Like, if I go quiet, it's because I'm just trying to fight with it, because this is redonkulous. Okay, let's go down, and I'm trying to remember how to get to the... Oh, right. I remember how to get to the Uber secret. I guess I probably didn't need to go through the beam of light after all. I'll get that in a second. Oh, is that Seek? Seek is probably going to be very useful for us here, only because we're kind of broken. Okay, time to head for the... Nope. Oh, come on. Well, that one's lost to us. Let's head for this thing. Jesus. I'm still flipped. Like, my brain is still flipped. God. Wow. Okay. So, my brain is still thinking that things are flipped from time to time. I keep saying this, but it keeps being true. That every once in a while, like, I see a tunnel, and my brain's just like, oh! Okay, so we're back to that now, and my hand starts, you know, moving in an inverted fashion. It's like, this is the worst thing ever. Now, this does beg kind of an interesting question as far as gaming goes, of, like, how interesting it would be to have, like, competitive handicaps. So in this case, I have a slight mental issue with movement, and I also have just our movement there was amazing, but I have a slight mental disability as far as like moving around goes, because I'm still trying to shake off the effects of being flipped around. But now I'm this kind of like weird dancing Tigger moonwalking man. Well, we're about to go fight the boss, and I really hope it's like Amoeba Bot, or... Oh, it's Grandpa Napoleon. Well, this is going to be interesting. I guess I can still circle strafe. And do crazy amounts of damage, because we're almost max weapon level. He does take away the weapon level, though. But, it's life. So we got a weapon mod, whatever weapon mod this is. What does it look like? Spread! Oh, that's going to be even better. I don't think I've ever had spread with this gun, which is great. Because, now we're going to have no trouble killing anything in our weird, debilitated state of mind and movement. You know, let's just Tigger out of here. And if my control scheme goes back to normal, well, that's probably for the best. Okay, so it took me 13 minutes to get through the gearworks on that. What other weird issues can I put on myself? Oh, we're going to the battlements. Well, first, let's make sure our movement has reset. Looks like it has. Okay. Now the question is, do we go back to... Yeah, I guess we do. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, right. I just have to control alt. Okay. So now we're upside down, and now we're flying. Now, question is... Yep. So it doesn't look like our movement is too messed up, so I can do things normally. And I'm very glad I picked up spread, because this is going to make this substantially easier, because otherwise I was going to have serious issues moving in any direction whatsoever. Okay. Oh, hey, there's still enemies. Didn't even realize. Okay. So we're... Oh, we're not God-moded. That's a problem. I'll have to fix that very shortly, but right now I've got a couple of things to contend with. I was really hoping they'd stop spawning by now, but they haven't. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're very close to max weapon level. We're pretty close to full health. There's a big old health token over there that's going to set us back on the path of the righteous, or at least path of the healthy. And let's turn on God mode, because there's no way I'm going to be able to play this run upside down full health. Even though I actually got through that room. Oh, it's the wrong room. This is the room to progress. That's the room for not progressing. Anyway, this is going to work. Hey, we could go to the tower. Top of the tower. Well, you know what? I am no stranger to cheating in this case, and you know what? Why not? We're here. Win in Rome, right? Of course, it's going to be kind of interesting flying to the top of the tower, upside down, but I think I can do it. I think I can do it with a ready degree of ease. And you know how I was talking about, like, my brain being flipped? At this point, I've actually gotten used to aiming upside down. Of course, this is going to mean I'm going to have to take a break from Tower of Guns for a little while, while my brain gets used to playing normally, because this is very disorienting. Like, I, of course, have left you guys a nice little window in the corner showing you exactly what I see. And, you know, it might actually look kind of easy. It's not. This is very hard. So we've lost a little bit of weapon level here, but not a substantial amount. Magnetism. We really need magnetism. Because otherwise I'm just going to have the hardest time picking up anything. Anyway, onwards and upwards, right? Bye, Joe. So, you know what? In the interest of time and, you know, not boring you guys with a fairly regular just flight to the top of the tower, I'll see you guys in a bit when I get there. And then we will get ourselves some really nice rewards. Hopefully we can get the, like, shrapnel cannon, because that would be kind of fantastic. I'm going the wrong way. I want to get closer to the tower, not farther away from it. Anyway, see you guys then. Okay, we're nearing the top of the tower. Let's see if we can actually kind of come across the top, or if we will proceed to just kind of fly off into wild blue yonder before really realizing what we're doing. So I've actually developed a fairly easy, well, not fairly easy system, but I've gotten used to moving in an inverted fashion. Is there nothing up here? Oh, there it is. It's just at the very top, and it's very hard to see as I am. Anyway, we got a lot of nice goodies. Let's see if I can get them all. Not having any kind of magnetism is making this kind of difficult. Anyway, we've got a lot of upgrades, so if we do get that, like, weird movement glitch again, it's going to make things even more interesting, because now we've got a bunch of jumps. Did I get all the coinage? It looks like it did. Okay, so we've got something in the barrel of the gun, if I can find out where that's going to be. We're on the wrong side. Okay, well, that's fine. Just got to get there. Now, I'm half tempted to turn on walk again to get there. I'm also half tempted to just stop doing this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't want to stop the run. I'm just saying, it's like, flying to the edge of the barrel might or might not be worth it, in my opinion. Interesting question. Well, you know what? Considering we're about to go into the boss room, and we go super fast, let's just cheat a little bit. Set speed, and then just blitz. I'm still upside down, just for frame of reference. Like, this is still me being very I just had quite the arc there. We haven't even hit the ground yet. So, with a speed of 130,000, you just kind of fly on your own, which is awesome and terrifying in a lot of ways. And luckily the arc is so lazy, it's actually quite easy to... Oh, this is going to be hard. So you look back down the barrel, back up off the edge, make sure you're centered, Wander. If I miss, I don't know. I don't even know how long this barrel goes. It's very awkward backing up while backwards. Like, that will have to be run 666, backing up while backwards, because this is nonsense already. And at that point, I'd probably be, like, ground-bound, just for the sake of some amount of sense, maybe? I don't know. Hard to say. Wow, I move fast when I want to. And the rest of the money has dropped through the floor. Well, that's okay. We don't need it. We are quite wealthy. Maybe I should have done this on Nightmare mode just for the sake of hilarity. You know what? That will be the backwards running, flying, invincible, whatnot. Let's go back to flying. Nope, that's walk. Let's go back to flying. So I think we're good. And I'm actually glad that we went through the... Well, we flew up there because we never would have gotten there otherwise. Man, this is weird looking. still taking a long time to get used to everything, but you know what? The fact that I've kind of got a nice mastery of my controls means that I could conceivably do an inverted run and possibly win. It would be quite the crapshoot, and I might actually have to cheat from time to time just to get my health back, maybe. But, like, I've actually managed to make it through this room without really taking damage, I think. Maybe I took a little bit. Hard to say. I don't even know why I'm, like, picking up anything. Come to think of it. Oh, there we go. Let's just... I should check to see if there's a, like, shop or anything. Eek. Sorry about the very quick turn. Unfortunately, the side effects of being upside down are still a little bit hard to tango with, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm making like really quick turns because I get like in the middle of moving, I get very disoriented, and it's just like, bah, it sucks. Okay, so what I want to do is go up here and then reorient my vision. Okay, there we go. I don't know if I killed the other Lanternophilis. Kind of hard to tell, but they can't hit me up here, so I might as well just kind of bro out and shoot them. Spread shot and this gun is a very, very fun thing to have. Okay, what did we get? Ooh, missile swarm. That's gonna be useful. Like, on one hand, I was like, oh, the drunken thing would be kind of fun. It would kind of reset it so that we move normally, but when it comes down to it, bleh. Missile swarm, I believe, will home in on my enemies, and that will be fine. Only found 50% of the secrets, but that does not bother me. Good, we're not doing Cake Town. Like, Cake Town is nice, but I don't really need to go to Cake Town. Actually, kind of think of it, I don't know if... I wonder if Cake Town and, like, the top of the tower are pseudo-mutually exclusive. I should probably turn on God before things start hitting me. Okay, there we go. Because I always forget that every single time I come into a new level, I have to reset all of my cheat codes. Oh, those exploded. Got hit a little bit there. Not that big of a deal. Didn't lose really any weapon level. And I thought I saw an upgrade token fly somewhere. Maybe it's kind of like in this weird limbo, or maybe it's gone completely. I'm not going to be surprised by either, but that's fine. So it looks like we also have a bunch of... Oh, there it is. It's an extra jump, for whatever good that is. But, again, if things get weird and topsy-turvy again, I'll be even more ridiculous. So let's get up here, see what secret we got. There we go. Turning is sometimes still a bit of an issue for me. So it's item charge, not so bad. And there we go. So would I do this again anytime soon? And the answer is probably not. Maybe like episode 111, just for the sake of like, not numerology, that's not even a word. Just for the sake of like significant numbers in my mind resulting in significantly hilarious things. And this might actually be a bit of a boring run for you, because you guys aren't seeing this upside down. This is definitely an interesting run for me. And maybe you guys will get a kick out of me being upside down. I don't even know. So I think at this point, me talking about the run is kind of pointless just because we don't need anything. Victory is guaranteed. Like, I have half a mind to turn it off for turn off God mode for fighting them all, but I think that would be boring. Or not boring, that would be excruciatingly hard. Because he's got like homing bullets, and I fly like a lunatic. It is still interesting moving around like this. I'd definitely be able to dodge like half of the Maw's fire. I swear there's a secret area right here. There we go. But I don't even know. I definitely want to do more like challengey things like this, because this is entertaining at best. I just wish there were more options to me, because, you know, it'd be really cool to, say, do a run where I have unlimited item charge, but instead of, you know, fighting normally, I can't even use my gun. All I can do is use, like, an activated item of some kind or another. So, say, like, the portable orbital laser or the missiles. Speaking of, might as well use them. Otherwise, why even have them? But, you know, just playing it as though I had, like, another gun, but really it's just an activated item. And, like, on one hand, that might actually be super overpowered. On the other hand, it might not actually be useful at all. It would definitely make it interesting for finding out what certain items do. So, for example, the thread derailer. I have no idea what that gun does. And I'd very much like to find out. And I don't think I'm going to find out unless I, you know, had unlimited item charge to mess around with it and, like, run up to enemies and see if I can blow them up with it or something like that. Or, like, the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire would be kind of interesting with unlimited item charge. Of course, I'd have to be, like, super careful because Fire Force is pretty deadly. But even then, I don't know. It's all just kind of weird and interesting speculation. Mystery box, kind of pointless. Something's hitting me. Oh, twerps. Twerps are hitting me. Well, twerps are dead. The health pickup. Not that I need it. Like, honestly, I could have gone through this run the moment I got that, the spread mod. But everything else here is just kind of like hilarious icing on the cake to make me even more redonkulously powerful. And I'm okay with that. Yep, there's one flamethrower guy somewhere over here. And I'm getting hit by spin bots. Fortunately, my like reaction times are slowed because it's like me second guessing how my movement works. And it's like, I don't even know. But God, is it weird. It'd be really interesting to try and like walk around for a day in mirrored glasses. That'd be really entertaining, actually. I might actually have to try that. It would definitely give me kind of a unique perspective on everything. And at the same time, might make me throw up. I'm not going to rule out either. Okay. So we're... If this were a normal run, we'd be, like, hideously overpowered. Let's just be straight up here. Like, we got spread mod. Yeah, we did get to the top of the tower. That helps. But, like, we got spread mod without cheating. We got a couple of armor upgrades, health upgrades, a bunch of extra jumps, a couple of mites. Like, we'd be pretty set one way or another. How did I take damage there? I don't even know. What's this room configuration? I thought you could only get here through the one other teleporter thing. Or not the teleporter, the other bouncy room. The flubber room, I don't even know. But I guess not the case here. Yeah, my mastery of these controls have gone up. It's still weird having everything fall up, but at least at this point, I can mostly turn, I can mostly fly around, I can mostly shoot. There's still the interesting question of would I be able to survive without God mode on? The answer is probably not. That guy probably would have just taken off like a huge chunk of my health. But that's fine. This is a weird run and should not be repeated anyway. Is this a secret room or just my brain? Where the heck? Okay. There's like a teleporter pad, and maybe that's like how I got in here? Yeah, that's how I got in here. So this must be how I get out of here, right? There we go. There's a door. It's like, Okay. It's this room. This room that always terrifies me, but in this case is just kind of like hilarious and weird and disorienting. At first I was having like an extreme difficulty like figuring out where anything and everything was, because I could kind of recognize the room configurations, but it was taking a while. And now at this point it's just like, oh, I know this room. Okay, we've gone down a weapon level. Not surprised by that. Not surprised in the slightest. Trying to think of other guns that would benefit from this like weirdo special run. GG9000 would be hilarious. And, you know, I kind of wish the GG9000 was... I guess I wish all of the secret guns were actually unlockable, just so you could, like, come back to them, because I haven't seen the smoke launcher in ages, and it would definitely be interesting to have a smoke launcher run. But, you know, I have to be patient and wait for that to show up eventually. Same thing with the shrapnel trumpet, like, maybe you can unlock them, but they're less powerful until you, say, find another shrapnel trumpet, at which point it unlocks its full potential. Or not. I mean, they all are kind of upgraded versions of one of the base weapons anyway, so shrapnel trumpet is, of course, the ridiculous version of the Constellation Charger. But, like, the GG9000, I don't know, it would be kind of cool if I could do, like, another straight-up GG9000 run. Just for shits and giggles, mostly. Death. Okay. Plus, I actually think there are a lot of secret guns that I haven't even found yet, which is kind of crazy. Because I know there's a upgraded version of Egon's Pride. I heard about it on the wiki. But for the life of me, I have no idea how to get it, and I've never seen it. It's fine. Just a little saddening. Come on, don't get stuck on the doorway, Wander. That's just embarrassing. Okay, so it's Dr. Turret. He's going to go down very quick. Actually, no, he's not. Tough old bird. But the spread shot and the AoE effect of my shots is going to make him very weak. I should probably... I should probably strafe around a little bit just to give a semblance of challenge. It's very hard to strafe in this though, because that happens. I just would like to save my weapon level 5, if at all possible. The weaponized monkey wrench would possibly be kind of nice in this situation. Dr. Turret is tough today. Okay, what did we get? What is that? That's fire mine? Screw that. Not even worth like looking at properly. It is fire mine, right? Yeah, it's fire mine. I'm gonna pick it up anyway, even though I know for a fact I've already gotten that upgrade, just because I know there's one weapon mod I have yet to get, and I have no idea which one that is. So we're barely at weapon level 5. A little bit more and we'd be, you know, stuck. Difficulty reduction. It's very hard to like specifically home in on a certain area that I'm trying to look at on the screen, because, you know, up is now down, down is now up, left is now right, and right is now left. That kind of nonsensical business, and that's fine. It's just, if I want to look at a specific thing, it takes me a long time to kind of bear down on it, whereas luckily in flight mode, you move towards where your cursor is targeted, so I just have to get used to specifically aiming at the right thing, or at least kind of just floating around until I can see the thing I want to kill. It's interesting that this is always the same room that you enter the sanctum with. As well, kind of not hit the deck a little bit here, but float up just so we don't have the little guys taking away our sweet, sweet weapon EXP. Might as well kill them all, too. Because I would very much like to get back up to weapon level 5, not because it's particularly necessary, but because it would just make things faster. Because, you know, I will admit, this is a more boring run than a normal Tower of Guns run. Like, God mode in and of itself can be hilarious, but at the same time can be very, very boring. And I've mentioned this before, but like the only times I ever really turn on God mode is if there's specifically like something I want to get and I can't get to, or if it's a game that I'm so sick of from like a gameplay perspective that I see no other option but to cheat just so I can get through the entire story. There aren't very many games like that though. I much prefer games that, you know, have a nice like easy difficulty. So if you want to play it for the plot, you can. But there are times where it's just like, this is the worst thing ever. Not in the case with Tower of Guns, but, you know, right now, God mode, there's no challenge apart from maneuvering. And apart from like a little bit here and there, I've actually mastered maneuvering, but I'm not confident enough in my ability to live through things. The question is, am I gutsy enough to try and take on the Maw like this? And the answer is going to be no. I'm not. If it was like that weirdo, bizarro kangaroo mode, maybe? But the problem is crossing the lava would be incredibly hard. So, I don't know. It's a big old toss-up. So at this point, I might as well just kind of like stick to my guns here, accept fate, and just blow the crap out of everything. And just kind of accept that this was a nonsensical run. I actually really do miss kangaroo mode just because it was weird. Like, this is pretty vanilla once we get used to it. But, I don't know. As it stands, I don't think I'm going to be doing God mode anytime soon. It's too boring. I would much rather just spawn a bunch of pickups that are weird, like refuse to pick up anything else, but just spawn like an insane amount of armor pickups just so I can be this like wacky walking tank person or something like that. But unfortunately, you can't spawn items in this game yet. And I really hope Joe adds that in, as well as like infinite item charge and stuff like that, because that would make things, you know, 100 times more interesting, at least from my perspective. Come on. You gonna go off shop? Or am I just going to have to leave you behind? Shopping while upside down. Interesting challenges. There we go. What is it? Luck plus plus. Useless. Really, every upgrade is useless. All we need is blue EXP and a weapon mod, and everything else is just kind of like hilariously pointless. What is over here? Money! Don't need that either. We're quite wealthy though. But that does not matter. Ugh. Though doing this run does make me yearn for not flying around, because it's like, I don't know. I guess I'll be quite honest. I'm a little bored here. And that's, I guess, just the unfortunate circumstance of zero challenge, because this game is, at base nature, challenging. And when it's not challenging, well then, what is it? And the answer is not a whole hell of a lot. You have to watch out for his shots a little bit there. But it ain't that big of a deal. I'm getting used to the circle strafing, as difficult-ish as it is. Let's float up a little bit more and kind of wail on him. I think I only got like hit once against the gumball machine. I might have actually been able to fight him without God mode on. Oh, is that the aerotic levy device? That's going to be nice. Okay, so we've got the aerotic levy device, and you know what? Where's the exit? There's the exit. You know what? I'm going to turn this off for the maw. I should have turned it off for the gumball machine. But, you know what? Why get all the way here and have the most boring ending possible? Let's make it hard on ourselves? Maybe? I don't know. Difficulty downgrade is probably not going to counterbalance particularly well, but that's okay. 2 difficulty downgrades. A lot of dead hug bots. What did I get? Blue EXP Plus, Mystery Box, and Item Charge. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight against them all. And I think if I do this again, the next time will be... I will just get to the maw on my own and then show a challenge fight against the maw with weird conditions instead of, you know, going through the entire thing. Because it was definitely interesting, especially in the beginning where I was, like, super disoriented and, hey, that was 100% secrets found in the Sanctum. That really almost never happens. But, you know what? As it stands... Our screen is still upside down, and we're going to go fight them all while not vulnerable, which is going to be very interesting. We might actually be able to pull this off, or not. We definitely have the damage down, that's for certain. Movement, dodging, that's going to be a problem, especially once he does like his whole huge bullet salvo, slash like the super cannons, but I think we'll make do. So instead of taking the platform down, because the platform is going to move faster than us, but there's no way we could have even sat on top of it. For a second I was thinking, it's like, oh, we'll read what the flavor text is, because I don't think I've ever gotten this far with that specific set of flavor text. And then I realized it's all upside down for me, so, I don't know, you guys can enjoy it, but as it stands, there's no way I'd be able to read that properly. It's fine. Okay. Come on, Ma, let's see what you got. I'm not invulnerable, I think. I think I had it off. It's very hard to say. But we are wrecking him in terms of damage. But will we... Okay, yep, I'm not invulnerable. So the spin bots are going to be a serious problem for us because they do a lot of damage. Okay, my hope is that I can kind of clear the area a little bit and then get a better fix on my location, because unfortunately the disorientation is quite substantial. Now, we're actually doing fairly well. Okay, let's see if I can dodge him. And there we go. Okay, we managed to beat the maw upside down. It was not that challenging, come to think of it. Let's see if flight actually screws us up. Can I fly around here? Ugh. This part is even more confusing. But that's okay. Control seems to have been taken away from us. So, the answer is the viability of a upside-down flight run actually possible. I think I will do one without God mode on, just to see how that goes. But I won't do that for a while, A, because this disorientation is actually making me feel kind of nauseous. And, I've been trying to film that Nightmare Flight episode for ages, and it just was not working. But, as it stands, it's definitely kind of an interesting proof of concept. And thanks for suggesting it, David, because when it comes down to it, that was kind of fun. I got a little bit boring in the end. I think definitely I wouldn't want to do it with God mode on it in the future. I'd rather do it with like a larger amount of armor or something like that. But as it stands, it's just like it was too easy for the like middle of the stage. It's just like, oh, let's get all over the place and kind of have fun. And the answer is, I probably could have actually lived through much of everything there without God mode on. Interesting question, but don't think I'm going to do that again. I'm going to flip it around. There's no reason to be upside down anymore. In another life, you may have been interested in knowing a bit more about the Renegade AI. known only as Frodan. Who is he? What did he want? What if you hadn't stopped him? But no matter what provoking these questions seem, you remind yourself that there's still zombies chasing you, and zombies are much more fashionable villains these days than roguey eyes. So who cares? The end. Uber victory, as kind of pathetic as it was in the very end, still very fun run. So, I don't know. We didn't get any gold stars on items we didn't already have, so that was fun. And boy, were we overpowered by the end of it, though a large majority of them came from the top of the tower. So, I guess possibly if we hadn't made it all the way up there, we would have been in serious trouble. But at the same time, with flight, we would have made it up there, and we probably, from there on, would have been totally fine for wrecking the tower. Interesting question, and that will be something I'll probably answer around episode 77, 111, something like that. I'll figure it out. But, for now, I think I'm going to go back to very nice vanilla calming runs, because, it's nice to play Tower of Guns in a very normal fashion. So, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Tower of Guns, and as always, thanks for watching, and next time it won't be upside down.